Hello everyone, and welcome to Final Fantasy IX, Episode 11. We're slowly moving through the episodes.
Almost done this series.
Yeah. So the only thing I want to do here is, well, I'm just changing a bit of equipment, but for sure I want to give everyone a silk shirt, except for Steiner, who can't wear one because it gives you lightning resistance. And without that, we will have a bit of trouble in the next 29 minutes and 33 seconds.
Why can't Steiner have resistance to...
He just wears armor. He has it, but he just can't equip the silk shirt. But
He'll be lighter on his feet if we swap them out.
yeah. But we can for now. And I'm just checking everyone's abilities there at the bottom to see if there's anything I can't get people learning that if they're already like maxed out on a weapon.
Does it affect their character skin?
No, not in this game. I don't know if weapons change, but usually Final Fantasy games keep the same physical appearance and just like a different sword or gun or whatever kind of weapon. Staff.
I've been seeing video games, you'll have a weapon equipped and like it's visible. Like the change whenever you change weapons.
Yeah.
As soon as a cutscene appears, the weapon is no longer visible anymore.
Oh yeah.
It's like, why is that so difficult to animate?
Yeah, in Final Fantasy VII Remake, they do keep the weapon you have equipped everywhere, even in cutscenes. And then some very few specific cutscenes, it'll switch back to like the default one. I'm like, why is it inconsistent? Like it kind of makes sense too, because like I can specifically think of it with Barrett, who has a gun for an arm, and you can also give him like a rock for an arm, and there's scenes where he's like shooting
Yeah.
with his arm.
Trust me.
So yeah, I don't know if you were listening, but they are doubtful whether this is truly going to Lindblum or back to the Alexandria castle, which has been Steiner's mission the entire time.
Steiner just runs off.
Yeah, he was
So
just like,
excited.
I'll convince them to take us to Lindblum, of course. Seems
Also
like
happened in Bioshock Infinite.
a little trickery.
Yeah. But she didn't fall for it. When I say she, I mean like the only female playable character in the game.
I don't know who they are, so you don't have to explain to me.
I just don't know her name. I like that pushing motion.
Yeah, just a little nervous. Like we're
What's he
running out of
doing?
time. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he was like grabbing your ankle.
Oh, I think he grabbed her ass, but I just
He wouldn't do that.
don't know why they have to add this like little. Oh, that just kind of vanished. But I don't know why they had to add this like pervy side quirk to him.
Yeah. Just like the pervert in Seven Deadly Sins.
I was just thinking in the movie Seven with Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman. I'm like, pervert? But yeah. Hopefully that's a trope that dies now that there's so much more sexual assault awareness. Like I feel like it'd be the equivalent of just making a guy that's like casually racist. Hey, you fight pretty well for a black man. That's gonna age poorly.
Just reminds me of like those two guys from Walking Dead, like the
I never saw it, so
just like the typical redneck character, like
Oh,
a
yeah.
cowboy hat. But don't. Who's the guy who does like Django and
Quentin Tarantino,
yeah?
Jamie Foxx.
Don't tell
Christopher
him
Waltz.
about the elimination of those kind of characters.
Yeah. Like it's fine to make a racist character, but don't try to like play it off as like a positive trait. Like,
Yeah, well, he's just a fun.
yeah,
goofball.
he's just grabbing women's asses.
Hey, it's more Phoebe's species.
Yeah, and he's a little depressed that they're not saying hey back to him. His brothers.
Let's just leave. Give
Yeah,
Phoebe some privacy.
He said, "You deal with this depressed mess. I'll leave."
I'll come with you.
Yeah,
It's my impersonation of a woman.
very good.
Still mopey, huh?
Yeah, haven't gotten over that depression thing, eh? So yeah, they're not talking to us either. I feel that'd be even worse for Vivi. Be like, hey,
Who's he talking to?
he's just looking out the window and talking to himself. About our old friends petrified in the forest. Here we see Steiner dealing with some guilt. They're leaving us behind.
Hunched over. I didn't know he's on all fours. I thought he was just really hunched over.
Oh no.
Like really overdoing that.
Hands and knees. Crying.
Do we really need someone like watching her 24/7?
It's his duty to protect her.
Why'd he run off?
Well, he was trying to get the guys to allow them on the ship when the ship just took off without them waiting for him at all. And the reason he wanted to do it instead of Zidane is because they would say, we're going to Alexandria, not to Lindblom. What are you talking about?
It's noise.
The fan?
Yeah.
Or the engine? I
engine.
guess, yeah. How about a little louder?
Phoebe.
Yeah. Suppression really took a turn for the worse.
What the He's just doing a complete 180.
Yeah, just
Halt hard to starboard. That's what he's doing. I feel while he's up there, just turn it around yourself.
yeah. He's afraid of you. Just hold the position and steer it back. I feel like this would be a lot of like amices if they worked on a ship. Just look at them.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to touch that.
Yeah, because they haven't said anything.
Yeah.
Why do they have any allegiance to Vivi? Or are they?
They might just think Vivi's one and the same, so they gotta protect him.
That'll put a smile on his face.
Yeah, he's got some friends that he can rely on for the rest of his life and their life.
What happened to that one guy?
Just a little trip. I'm sure that he's fine.
He's watching him die.
Yeah. It's a tough image for an 8-year-old to have to cope with.
Is he 8?
I don't know his age. But he's obviously young.
Beautiful music for falling to your death.
Yeah. Reminds me of Gohan.
Who?
Just Vivi as a child, you know, unleashing great strength through his emotions and rage.
Oh, yeah. Steiner can be Piccolo, who's going to protect him.
Yeah.
This is... I swear, I'm gonna send you... There's a gym battle that has this, like, almost identical song.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like this part. Might even be a Elite Four member. I need to buy a Switch.
Still expensive, so that's why I don't have one.
I just really want to play Pokemon. Let's go, Eevee! The superior of the two games.
Don't want to get into a heated Pokemon debate here, so just let you have your opinion.
Have you, like, researched the games?
No, I thought there was only one Switch. I mean, it's a foolish notion to think that because they always release two kinds, but...
I literally have no idea the difference between the games. Let's go Eevee and Pikachu.
Yeah.
Just assume you get to start with one of those guys.
So here's Black Waltz number 3. He's pretty tough if you don't know how to deal with him, but I did figure out a pretty easy strategy, which is
Dagger.
She's steering the ship.
Most, 90% of the time, you don't have to steer a ship on water and the air.
Yeah.
She's just looking for an excuse to not fight. This thing that just destroyed like 5 men.
Yeah. Just stay here.
Oh, man the helm.
Oh, yeah. So Black Waltz has 3 items to steal, which is annoying. And if you hit him, he will, like with a physical attack, he'll flap in the air and multi-target everyone with a thunder attack. So Steiner will be doing nothing except healing people with potions, while Vivi does all the damage, and Zidane tries to steal those 3 things.
It's a lot for someone like Vivi and Zidane to take on by themselves.
Yeah.
Hopefully they just target Steiner.
Well, there you go.
He needs a shield is what he needs.
But yeah, I think I definitely had a lot of trouble with him in my test playthrough. So I was glad I found out this, if you don't actually hit him with a sword, he won't do the flying up and hitting everyone with lightning. And I also didn't have the lightning resistance on Zidane when I did it the first time. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty easy, but I wasted my entire time trying to steal this 3rd item with Zidane, and I can never get it. Make these odds too goddamn impossible to steal from.
Well, in the meantime, Zidane will just take some damage.
Yeah, just be a meat shield.
It's an honorable class in itself.
Yeah.
Protect your team.
I feel like I think the guide said it's a 1 in 16 chance of stealing this rare item.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, odds are I have a 100% chance of getting it, I guess, if I go 16 times. But
Is that how it works?
no, it's not. But I should have it. I guess. 50% chance. I don't know how odds work at all. But, I don't get it. And I feel like other games all have stealing as well, but this game's just so much slower, so it feels so much more impossible to actually steal these things. Because every boss that has had something to steal, I've never gotten anything. And it's just wasting my time.
I always wonder what stealing looks like as an animation. If it was like real.
Yeah.
He just runs over like a
Tom and Jerry kind of on his toes.
I picture like a quick pat down and running away.
Yeah. But yeah, I do try to steal these things in my test runs, and like the 3 or 4 boss fights that I've had with something to steal, it's just been like 40 minutes wasted. I'm like, that's so fucking long for a boss battle that I'm just testing out.
Yeah.
Speed this shit up, Final Fantasy IX.
Yeah. Buff stealing.
Yeah.
So you end up getting it?
Nope. So Zidane's completely useless this entire battle.
Give all the effort to Vivi and Steiner.
Yeah.
What were the items?
It was called a leather plate, or a lightning plate, I think. So I don't know what it does because I don't have it, but I would assume it gives you like neutralized lightning elemental attacks for probably Steiner, because it sounds like a body armor.
Mm-hmm.
And now we won't have it. It just sucks to try to follow a guide when you don't even have the items they ask, because it's just too inconvenient to get.
Yeah.
Plus, the guy didn't even tell me how to fight this guy. I had to figure out the strategy for myself. I don't know if I can rely on it.
Yeah, I was following a guide because I didn't want to have to replay through Kingdom Come for like a 6th time for a trophy.
Yeah.
It's basically, after you get past the guard, talk to the person in prison, but like, you have to do all these quests to get past the guard. Like, why didn't you tell me this?
Yeah. I always want to write these guides for like an 8-year-old game, but I'm like, I don't have the time to see something through. Yeah. I mean, I don't have the resolve to actually finish it, I guess, I know. And no one cares about it anymore.
Yeah, like I was thinking of doing it for Kingdom Come, just because you didn't do it, all the DLCs, so I'm like, I'll do the last one for you, and thank them at the same time.
Now, I always think of, what is it, Dragon Age Origins? Because that game, it's kind of tough. You got to know how to level people up and stuff and get them the right attributes and give them, like, strength or magic or stuff. Because, like, when I first played, I'm like, well, let's just make a well-balanced kind of character. But it's like, no, you got to be pure strength to be a tank, because constitution is worthless kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like these guides don't tell you how to use, like, Sten. He's just like, well, he's a tank, so strength. And I'm like, is that how it works? But it doesn't, like, explain that, you need 42 strength to have to
always auto-level them up.
Yeah, and that just makes it so much harder.
I think, I play as a rogue, so I just kept 2 tanks and a mage with me.
Yeah.
What I think I did with the tanks was I put one with, I think you got 3 attribute points every level up.
Yeah,
I would do like 2 strength, 1 constitution for 1, and I do that the rest of their playthrough, and then the other one would be like 1 strength for 2 constitution. And that just kind of worked for me, I guess.
Yeah, it's basically better to just do.
What the fuck is this? Oh, are those guys?
Yeah, those 2 jesters. They're just watching the fight unfold.
Whose side are they on?
They're with Queen Braun. They're the guy that sent this guy out.
Oh, Queen Braun sent this guy out?
Yeah, because he's supposed to be the one capturing Princess Garnet to bring him back.
Its only existence is to kill. So why would he bring her back?
He's having a few problems, but
I would not. I don't know if I would hire a trained assassin to bring someone back. Yeah. Maybe as like to accompany somebody else, but.
Well, he's not a trained assassin. He's like a man-made machine assassin, I guess you could say.
I would not trust someone like that to save my daughter. Do not kill everyone except
yeah.
the woman.
So you need somebody whacked? No, just captured. Okay, I think I got it. You think? I'll be back in an hour with her head.
I'll figure it out.
It's not quite my wheelhouse, but I'm sure I can do it.
She seems so out of it right now.
Yeah, she's not quite engaged in the panic.
Like, if it's this stressful, I would just push her out of the way and steer it myself.
Yeah. Because
you don't have to be a gentleman right now.
Earlier he was saying it's like, oh, it's a little difficult to get through the gate. Do you want me to like steer it for you? She's like, no, I'd like to do it. And it's like, sure, go ahead, Billy. You know, have your fun with the boat. But it's like, okay, no, we've got an issue here. And you've never flown this thing. Plus you're a mage, so maybe you could do something long range to disable him.
So this is what they're flying through the whole battle.
Yeah.
I did not see any rocks in the horizon.
Maybe they just got into the rocky parts now. It's hard to say.
I thought BB lost their hat.
No, he's just had a little hat mounted as like a memorial, I think, to his brothers. But yeah, I find it weird that they have this like big gate to enter in. Mm-hmm. But it's like, we're flying, we can just go over the gate. But it's like, we gotta get through this narrow gate. I mean, it's fine to have the gate because it's a checkpoint, but like, if you want to break the law,
yeah, like I feel even now, you should be able to really make it. Oh, that's much quieter than it looks.
Yeah.
How did? Maybe there's a smaller ship.
Yeah. It's a little confusing.
What happened there?
Yeah. I don't really understand how he was foiled. Just seemed like bad luck.
On his spell.
I feel like the engine just blew up on him. But yeah, they cut to this scene and I'm like, it's really jarring how bad the graphics are in some places compared to the other. Like, it was like a beautiful cutscene for 20 years ago and it's just this.
Yeah, like PS3 graphics almost.
Yeah.
And then like a Game Boy game. Did I ever tell you I played like this Dragon Ball Z game for Game Boy? But it was kind of like a card game, so you picked your attacks based on the cards you have in your deck.
Not that I recall.
It seems like one of those games I just hate, but I just got so into it.
Ruby's friend really likes this Steam game that's super popular, and I was like, oh, okay, so I checked it out, and it's just like a card battle game. I'm like, how's this fun? Like, I didn't try it, but I'm like, I don't get what the appeal is, but there's got to be something.
Something about cards that are fun.
Yeah. Just like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the Pokemon card game, I'm like, none of these really hook me at all. But
I always wonder if it's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Duel Monsters. Because in the show it's called Duel Monsters. But I feel no one ever calls it Duel Monsters.
Yeah.
So I wonder, see what an expert has to say about it.
I think it's technically Duel Monsters, but for laymen it's Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't like their Steiner was like, I've made up my mind. I will protect you until you're safe. And I'm like, that's exactly what your
duty
mission statement was the last 20 hours.
Yeah, last 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm still depressed, guys.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
They had this little like tropical happy song and like I don't know why they put it in. Like I enjoy the song, but it just goes away and we're not going to a tropical place at all. So
Well, I didn't know that.
well, you could see we're going into some mountainous forest.
It was pretty sunny to me.
Just just imagine Steiner put on his little Beach Boys playlist, and then he realized, no, this is not a beach at all. I'll
Round,
turn that down.
round, I get around. Another beautiful scene.
Yeah. That's why I took 3 discs. These FMVs.
How big is this game on your PC?
I don't know at all. I can check later, but I'm sure you'll have forgotten and not care about it by then.
No. I will see this through. Like less than 10 gigabytes.
Yeah. I'd be surprised if it's over a gigabyte.
Yeah, Neverwinter Nights, just the base game was 4 discs. I'm like,
Yeah.
terrific. Large world.
Yeah, both 7 and 9 are multiple discs, or 3 discs.
I know, I have the 7th one.
Oh yeah, right. And then 6 is just a Nintendo cartridge. I don't know about 10, because
It's garbage, right?
well, no. 10's with the one we're playing. 8's the garbage one.
Yeah.
But 10 I just never had until PS4. I think it's a nice name for a vessel, the Red Rose.
Yeah. All you need to do is color followed by a noun.
Yes. Like the black pineapple.
So close.
So we've gotten Princess Garnet to Lindblum, which is where she wanted to be, and where we wanted to kidnap her to. So the entire
Everyone's happy.
plot of the game has been resolved.
Well, see ya.
Yeah.
I wonder if she could reveal herself like Sheik in Zelda.
What do you mean?
It's Princess Zelda.
Yeah, I understand, but she didn't even change her appearance or anything.
Well, they're just like, show proof of your heritage. I'm like, can't you just recognize the princess?
Yeah. But I'm like, this is just some border patrol guy. Where this guy here that's coming in will immediately recognize her. I kind of like this knight. I'm like, he's just the security guy doing his job. He's just being dutiful and accepted being like someone going above him and dismissed himself.
He knows his duty.
Yeah. And I know I'll never see him again, but I'm like, he was a good man. That guard knight. Anyways, we're supposed to head downward to meet the Regent
Just follow
Sid,
me.
which is Garnet's uncle, but we'll do that next time. And I'm just racing to the nearest save point because this is too long of a video. First,
He
a
found
letter.
us.
Yeah. Another pointless letter from the Mughals.
Stiltskin.
Like Mr. Rumple.
Rumpelstiltskin. The guy I mistakenly assumed was in our last Spyro video.
Yeah.
That will air before this video.
Yeah, it will. Goodbye.